graduating class of 2025. Thank you very much. Please remain standing as we sing 3 stanzas of the national anthem. Regent Secondary School, the principal, heads of schools, distinguished guests, parents, staff, students, and the graduating class of 2025. It has been an amazing 5 years with this graduating set. We welcomed you as little 10 and 11-year-olds, instilling in you our core values of respect, responsibility, and resourcefulness. In partnership with your parents, we've had the privilege of developing you into well-rounded young ladies and gentlemen, offering countless opportunities through a rigorous academic and a rich co-curricular activities program. We've traveled the world on various educational trips, creating cherished memories that we hope will last a lifetime. For those of you who are boarding students, we shared a unique community, rising together and engaging in inspirational exchanges before each school day. You even had to endure my sometimes lengthy daily counsel. You have achieved great feats as Year 11 students, and importantly, as leaders. You have led with passion and served as excellent role models for your juniors. We've navigated both very good times and challenging times together. Always remember, your set led by Chuka Mogalu and Aisha Kiriamad, head boy and head girl, Hamza Bambado and Aisha Abdusalam, deputy head boy and girl, Ali Uzana and Mohammed Garba, president and vice president student council, and Nabil Al-Hassan and Mohammed Buhari Yarwa, president and vice president of the boarding student council. You led all the student leaders and the student body to achieve the British Schools Overseas Outstanding Award. You've made history by making us the first school in West Africa to achieve this feat. We have done our best to guide you, and now it's time for you to continue with your ability to make your own decisions. While we have at times enforced discipline, you have now reached a stage where you will decide when to wake up, when to study, and when to manage your spare time. It is crucial to cultivate the ability for self-reflection and moderation. You must possess the power to look in the mirror and make adjustments. As the Japanese proverb wisely states, you can fool everyone, but you must always be honest with yourself. Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. We are all on a journey. One chapter ends and another one begins. You are transitioning into a new, fast-moving phase of your lives, so be wise in the decisions you make. As you step into this new phase, many of you will continue your educational journey just down the road at the Regent College. It offers world-class post-secondary programs and has become the school of choice for many of our Regent Secondary School graduates. The Regent College has just achieved another significant milestone in the Cambridge International Examination Awards, with 2 of their students who are Regent Secondary School alumni performing exceptionally well. Jude Ode was top in Nigeria for economics and ICT. Nimisha Deshmok, top in Nigeria, chemistry and physics. Nimisha Deshmok, first place in Nigeria for best across 3 subjects. The Regent College has consistently produced the best across 3 subjects in Nigeria in the last 3 years. We have no doubt that many of you will maintain and surpass these records during your time at the Regent College. Graduating class of 2025, cherish the celebrations and traditions we have shared. Wherever you go, always remember, you are Regent. We are Regent. Congratulations on reaching the end of your journey here. It is our prayer that your future be filled with success and fulfillment in all your endeavors. Thank you. I'd now like to welcome to the podium to deliver his final speech as the head boy of the Regent Secondary School. Please, let's welcome Chuka Mogalu.
Standing here today feels like the final chapter of a book I never wanted to close. A book that began 15 years ago when I first walked through the gates of the Regent School as a little boy in my early years, wide-eyed and unaware that this place would become more than just a school. It became my second home, my training ground, my mirror, my voice. 15 years ago, I walked into the Regent Secondary School as a small boy with a bag far too big for his shoulders. Today, I stand before you as a young man with that same bag now filled with memories, love, mistakes, lessons, and moments, such as my deal with you room 6 boys that will stay with me for the rest of my life. 15 years in one place, that's more than a chapter. It's a legacy, a home, a family, and every single face has been part of that legacy. I want to begin by honoring the people who made this journey unforgettable. My teachers, Miss Patsy, Mr. Kingsley, Mr. Deodo, Mr. Ekwago, Mr. Ian, Miss Maria, Miss Basasi, Mr. Akin, Mr. Kenny, our year 11 form tutors, Mr. Sonny, Mr. Onakaya, Mr. Chimeze, and all members of staff. Your names are etched in my heart. It wasn't just the lessons you taught in class. It was how you stayed after school, how you left your doors open when you didn't have to, how you listened, guided, corrected, and loved. In your rooms, I found not just academic help, but comfort, counsel, and a kind of quiet strength that carried me through. You gave me your time, your wisdom, and your heart. Thank you for being more than educators. Thank you for being lifelines. To my 11th family, our story wasn't always easy. We faced highs that made us feel invincible, and lows that made us feel like we'll never make it. We fought, we've healed, we've grown through heartbreak and happiness, through stress and celebration. We've cried in silence and laughed until our stomachs hurt. And yet, I wouldn't trade any of it. I wouldn't erase a single mistake, a single tear, a single inside joke. You are my family, my brothers and sisters, and I love you more than I've ever said out loud. As for me, I've made my mistakes, many. I've spoken too soon, acted too fast, broken trust and tried to rebuild it. But this school, this family, you taught me something powerful. What it means to be forgiven. What it means to be seen, not just for your past, but for your potential. Regent taught me that redemption is real, that people can grow when they're given the space to. Thank you for giving me that space. To the year 10s, you're not the future, you're the present. I've watched you rise this year. I've seen your leadership, your confidence, your unity. You have already proven you can carry the school with pride. Don't ever shrink from that responsibility. Take the banner and wave it higher than we ever did. However, let me let you in on something. If I was there from the beginning, you guys wouldn't have won Wednesday's match. And then there's Miss Carden. You saw the version of me that most didn't. The one that struggled to stay still, the one that tested boundaries, the one who sometimes chose impulse over wisdom. But you never gave up on me, not once. You reminded me that I was better than my worst decisions, that I was worth the patience. I will miss your care, your fierce love, and your motherly strength. You changed me, and I will always be grateful to you. And I have to say more because Miss Carlo wasn't just a mentor, she was our shield. As head of year, she took bullet after bullet for us. Some we knew about, many we didn't. She fought battles behind the scenes, defended us when no one else would, and carried weights that were never hers to carry. She was my protector. She pulled me out of situations I didn't even realize could hurt me. She saw trouble coming before I did and stood in its way. And let's not pretend, accounting students, the subject almost finished us. That subject dragged us through fire and tears, and there were days we thought we wouldn't make it out. But she stood with us in the chaos. She fought for our peace, our grades, our future. And for that, Mrs. Kalu, I will never forget you. I will never forget what you did. Now to my two younger brothers, Sumta and Kabir, watching you guys grow has been my greatest honor. You are why I strive, you are why I lead, because I want to give you someone to be proud of. You are already greatness in motion, and And as I step aside, I'm not just leaving. I'm making space for the world to recognize the power within you. I believe in you with every part of me, and I'm certain that this is just the beginning for you both. Stand tall, stand firm, and don't be intimidated. And to my family beyond blood, Hamza, Chidalu, MJ, Alexander, Halima, Ofitu, Moses, Olamide, SB, NU, Yunzi, Queen, the Dafodio Boys, and indeed each and every one of you. You are my laughter on the hard days, my voice when I didn't have one. You kept me grounded. My boarding family, Mr. Abdurrahman, Mr. Sonny, Dr. Justina, thank you for being my family when I was placed under your care. To Aliyah, Muna, UJ, my partner in crime, Imam, Imran, and our incredible head girl and deputy, you are my support system. You are the people I can trust with my heart. And that trust, that kind of love, is not something I give easily. And it's not something I'll ever take for granted. Mr. Akiola, firm, precise, and always committed to excellence. His strong-willed ways may have unsettled us at times, but deep down, we knew it came from care. He never let anything slip, not our discipline, our uniforms, or the environment around us, because he wanted the best for us. He protected the order that kept us grounded, and for that we're truly grateful. And Ms. Nosa, our quiet anchor through Key Stage 4. When pressure mounted and some of us began to crack, you were the one who steadied us. You supported us with a calm strength, never with judgment, always with grace. Thank you for standing with us in the background, guiding with patience, and holding us together when we needed it most. And Mrs. A, where do I begin? You didn't just give me chances, you gave me belief. Even when I was rough around the edges, when I hadn't grown into the person I am today, you saw something in me. You let me fall, but you never let me stay down. You stood by me, you believed me, you allowed me to stand here as the longest service student at the Regent Secondary School. That's not a badge of pride. It's a symbol of love, grace, and the trust you placed in me. Thank you for everything. But now I need to directly speak to the most important person in my life, my mom. No one in this room truly knows what you've been through. No one sees the tears you cried behind closed doors. No one knows what it feels like to raise boys on your own, to carry pain in silence, to hold the world on your shoulders with no one to help. But I do. I saw you every night. I watched you suffer quietly, breaking in places you thought we didn't notice. And I was helpless, just a boy, watching a superhero bleed. Mom, all I've ever wanted to do was make you proud, to become the son you deserve. And today, God has blessed me with a microphone, and I will use it to honor you. Your silent pain deserves public recognition. Your sacrifices, your battles, your endless love is the reason I'm standing here today. I love you more. Victor and Chinalu, distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi, my political mentor, and my quintessential and sophisticated grandmother. Thank you for always standing by my side with your kindness and consistent support. I just want to say God bless you. And now to my brothers and sisters, the class of 2025, we finished the journey. Our time at Regent has come to an end, but our journey, our real journey, is just beginning. As we walk into a world that's uncertain and unkind at times, I want us to look at ourselves and remember that we are not done until everyone is done. But our time here is now up. So go into the world and fight. Fight for what you believe. Fight for your dreams. Fight for your values. Fight for your purpose. Because if you fight for your dreams will fight for you. To everyone who ever helped me, stood with me, believed in me, you changed my life forever. And so this is goodbye. The classrooms that watched us grow, the corridors that held our laughter, the teachers who never gave up on us, and the friendships that became family. Thank you. Thank you for being the setting of the most defining years of my life. Regent will always be a part of me, stitched into the fabric of who I'm becoming. As we leave these gates for the last time as students, we take with us not just certificates and memories, but a fire lit by every lesson, every challenge, every second chance, A fire that will burn long after the uniforms are folded away and the bells no longer ring for us. And to the school that raised me, I will miss you, I will carry you, and I will never forget you. My name is Chuka Mwalu, and it was an honor to serve as your head boy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's worthy of note to state that Chuka was also the head boy when he was at the Regent Primary School. So he's had 2 hats here. We will now listen to a duet by 2 voices that have graced our stage for many years. Let us welcome on stage Olamide Abimbola and Ehizioge Ibe.
So hard to let you go, but in this heart I know you have what you made to be. So as we step out of the road, I'll say a prayer, so that in my heart you always will be there. This is not goodbye. No, we'll meet again. So let your heart begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. Stirring in my soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. So let your heart begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. Sister, I love you to take with you till you're home again. Oh, I know the greatest star above, created by the one who loved more than you'll ever know. Guide you when you're lost. Started as a still small voice, raising now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. To follow who you are. This is not goodbye. No, we'll meet again. Till
Thank you very much, Olamide and Ehi. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium to give her last speech as the head girl of the Regent Secondary School. Put your hands together for Aisha K. Ahmed.
Not many people can say the first week of school was spent at home in Mopti, surrounded by snacks and hiding phones under their desk during online classes. When you hear about your first week of school, you think of wandering the halls and getting lost. For us, face masks, laughter, social distancing was all we knew. And when we resumed physically, I used to wonder, would this pandemic stop us from settling in, from making memories? But it didn't. If anything, it taught us that connection isn't limited to proximity. It's built through shared moments, small kindnesses, and the courage to keep showing up. We adapted, we grew, and we proved again and again that we are more than capable. We're exceptional. Due to this, I know that as a year group, we will break records and have the best IGCSE results yet. Imagine being handed a timer with 1,749 days on it. Starting the moment you walk through the school gates. At first, it feels like forever. You start counting down the years, then the months, and now only a few minutes. Today, we leave not just as students of the Regent School, but as proud alumni. In our academy hostel, we had this unspoken tradition after school. We'd all pile up in a room, laughing, talking, forgetting the time like it was only us in the world. We thought it would always be like that. But one day, we walked out for the last time without realizing it. This year has been full of last times we didn't notice. The last time in our form room, the last time we ran from Mr. Akinola, or laughed at one of Ms. Kalu's dramatic speeches. I will no longer hear Siobhan's laughter from across the room, or be drenched in water after a water fight. Funny how the most ordinary moments become the one we miss the most. I'm thankful for the people I've met, the things I've learned, the memories I can never forget, but most of all, the people who made this possible, who always believed in me even when I couldn't believe in myself. To my parents, thank you for being my foundation, my biggest supporters and my anchor through it all. You've given me strength, motivation, and love that never wavered, making me the person I am today. Without them, none of this would have been possible. I'm so blessed to have had that encouragement and love through this journey. Thank you to the Kiri Ahmed who have been at this school for guiding me. Ahmed Aliyu, Aliyah, Ahmed, Amina, Adama, and Ahmed Kesan. To my sister Khadija, thank you for being my constant support, my quiet strength, and my biggest cheerleader. Your love, advice, and unwavering belief in me has carried me through the years more than you know. We used to tell people that we were twins just to see their reactions, and in our minds, the 6 months between us meant nothing. Well, I guess now they'll know that we're actually not twins. I'm so grateful to walk this journey with you by my side. Alhamdulillah for being in Regent, for having a good education, and for being here today. I'd like to especially thank Ms. Fasasi, Mrs. Mercy, Mr. Alawi, Mr. Kenny, and Mrs. Ogundo for always checking up on me and for being there for me, even when they didn't have to be. To my house parents and Mr. Akinola, thank you for making boarding feel like my second home. To all my friends and hostel members, for the laughter, the inside jokes, and the shared struggles, and the unforgettable moments. To Aisha Abtalam and my roommate Hawa, thank you for being my safe space, my partners in chaos, and the ones who made every moment brighter. And finally, to Mrs. Kalu, words can't fully embody how loved and cherished you are. You motivate me and inspire me every day. Everything you battled on your own for us, we see and we appreciate you. We will always be your shining stars. To the graduating class of 2025, people always say that going out into the world is scary, but it's our world and our story that we're writing. So make it what you want it to be who you have always envisioned yourself to be, but most importantly, make yourself proud. In the words of Dr. Seuss, you have to be odd to be number one, and we were definitely just the right kind of odd. And so this chapter closes, but our story is far from over. Hold on to the friendships, the dreams, and the spirits that define us. It's been an honor to be your head girl, the first head girl of the first BSO inspection outstanding school in West Africa.
Thank you very much, Aisha. At the Regent Secondary School, we pride ourselves as being a selective academic institution. The next set of awards are for students who have distinguished themselves in various subjects. I would now like to invite Mr. Henry, the assessment manager, to introduce the awardees, and presenting the award will be Mrs. Decker, Assistant Vice Principal, Boarding.
Awards for outstanding effort and most improved goes to the following 2025 graduating students. For accounting, we have Imam Kwari Suleiman. For additional math, we have Shamsuna Rehan Salihu. For art and design, we have Ngozi Ada Jessica Kiko. And for biology, we have Rahanatu Saidu. For business studies, Amina Aman Mukhtar. And for chemistry, we have Mona Chiso Tiffany Dozie. Computer Science, Hafsa Bello Muhammad. For drama, we have El Elion Ocho Nimi. For economics, we have Queen Abigail Adante. For environmental management, we have Khadija Kabir Naala. And for English language, we have Adira Julian Anyan Mimi. For French, we have Joy Chinemema Obina Otu. For geography, we have Abdurrahman Diko Yasuki. For global perspective, we have Rukayat Habu Ibrahim. history, we have Fatima Mustafa Ramalan. For ICT, we have Azadeen Olalekan. For literature in English, we have Halimatu Sadia Binda. For mathematics, we have Imran Alpha. And for music, we have Iwara Emmanuel Osi. And for physics, we have Mustafa Babagana Al-Khalid. Finally, for sociology, we have Ehizoge David. Thank you and congratulations once again.
Awards for Academic Performance 2025. To present the certificates, please let's welcome Mr. Akin Olushe, our Vice Principal Academics. Second in Art and Design, Zafira Eliedo. Second in Business Studies, Chukwuka Mogalu. Second in Drama, Iwara Hussein. Second in French, Ifeoluwa Keitan Ogunlowo. Second in Music, Lotana Uzu Okalbe. Second in Physics, Imam Suleiman. Second in Sociology, Chidalupo Nwafo. Second in Environmental Management, second in Global Perspective, Imran Suleiman. Second in Environmental Management, second in Geography, Fatima Zara Dancer. Second in Geography and second in History, Yahaya Umar. Second in accounting, second in computer science, second in ICT, and second in physics, Amaga Atta. First in art and design, Lamisa Rachmanova. First in drama, Heizoge Ibeli. First in drama, Fatima Rabiu. First in environmental management, Agabe Oshenkana Agabe. First in music, Josiah Idoko. First in physics, Shamshuna Salim. First in sociology, Christian Erasing. Second in mathematics, and first in art maths, Khadija Yahuza Kasim. Second in economics, and first in English, Chizaram Opara. First in business studies, and first in computer science, Muhammad Yusuf. Second in mathematics, first in biology, and first in geography, Miriam Bashir Gwanjo. Second in business studies, second in literature, first in economics, and first in global perspective, Enyinye Maye Bazwani. Second in art maths, second in business studies, second in history, first in biology, and first in chemistry, Alima Abdullahi. Oh, sorry, Awa Zahira Ibrahim. second in chemistry, first in accounting, first in French, and first in mathematics, Alima Abdullahi. Finally, second in biology, second in English, first in economics, first in history, first in ICT, and first in literature, Aisha Abdul Salam. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's important to note that Aisha Abdul Salam was a boarder from her first day at the Regent School until the last day here at the Regent Secondary School. This is what we do boarding, and this is the kind of students we produce. I would now like to invite the Deputy Head Boy of the Regent Secondary School to deliver his farewell speech. Please put your hands together for Hamza Bambari.
Good morning to the board of the Regent Secondary School, the principal, staff, our dear parents, and the class of 2025. I didn't know how to start the speech. I had so many thoughts running through my head, memories, emotions, lessons, but I couldn't pick just one way to begin. Because how do you sum up years of growth, failure, laughter, and redemption in just a few minutes? Still, here I am, and I'll start with the truth. The truth is, it wasn't easy. It was never supposed to be easy. Most of us here graduating didn't have a proper primary school graduation due to the COVID pandemic. From the moments we all walked into the school, we were expected to grow, to learn, to lead, to mature, all while figuring out who we are. And again, we were doing all of that during the pandemic. We had to wear masks before everyone understood what it meant to wear our own confidence. And now, you all are here, and it still feels like yesterday. I'm graduating with the class of 2025. But truthfully, I was meant to graduate with the class of 2024. Do I know why that happened? Yes. Do I take accountability? Absolutely. Staying back a whole year, it felt like I'd fallen behind while everyone else moved forward. I was angry at life, at people, at myself. I tried to act like it didn't matter, but it did. But sometimes, it's in these lowest moments that we truly start to grow. That it changed me, it humbled me, it matured me, it taught me how to rise even when it felt like everything around me was falling apart. It humbled me, it matured me. And after everything fell apart, everything just got better. Everything just got better. from being postal captain to vice president of the boarding council, sports board of the year, best player in the school, football team captain, Senegal's captain, and now we're deputy head boy. If anyone told me in '89 that I would be standing here making this speech as a deputy head boy, I would have believed it. Why? Because if something bad can happen to you, what then will stop something good from happening to you? My best years in this school were definitely the moments where I began to truly understand the value of everything around me. It was in those moments where I started to appreciate not just the big milestones, but the little things. I started to appreciate the football competitions where my brothers, the best team in Abuja, we came together, gave everything, and brought not one, not two, but 3 trophies back to the school. Little things like school production, where I saw people who would never go near a stage come out, perform, and absolutely kill it. Or sports days, when everyone tried so hard, gave me everything for 5 years, and I was still the first to reach the finish line. The night before exams, when it's like your brain has completely wiped out and you've forgotten the whole syllabus. Or the boarding events where all of a sudden, you have to become dancers and musicians. These are just some of the moments I have. My journey in the school has come to an end, and I want to thank all the people who made it possible. To Mr. Draman, you've been a father figure to me from the first day I walked into the school, always praying for me, always looking out for me. To Mr. Sonny, Mr. Sonny is a wonderful aspirant. He was always just and fair, but he was tired to play football. Mr. Sonny always preached, kindness, don't bully. But when we reached the pitch, he bullied us. To my form tutors, Mr. Jamal, Mr. David, our form will put you through a whole lot, but you stayed. So Mr. Jamal, you can finally relax. To Ms. Maria, thank you for always welcoming me with a smile, no matter what. To my brothers again, Nabil, Zanna, Ufitu, Chuka, Muhammad Garba. Do you know that my friend group has the head boy, the deputy head boy, president of the student council, president of the body council, all the heads in the school. So to my brothers, you all made me feel like I belonged here. We achieved so much together, and by the grace of God, this is only the beginning. There's so much more ahead, and I pray we keep rising. To Isa, Ibrahim, and Eswa, what can I really say about you guys? You guys are clowns. But you all made me feel like I belong to you guys. You were the best kind of little brothers anyone could ask for. Thank you for the laughter, the chaos, and the moments I will never forget. To Miss Patsy, an absolutely incredible person, I believe that every single school needs a Miss Patsy. Then there's Senegal House, my home. It was truly an honor to represent you as house captain. That long-awaited win is coming. Leading with Muna, who in my opinion has been one of the best house captains Senegal has had during my time here, has been a huge, huge pleasure. We gave it everything, and I'll always be proud of what we stood for. So Mrs. Kalu, no amount of thank yous could ever match what you've done for us. You've touched our hearts, all of us, in ways you might not even realize. Your support, your care, your energy has been everything. We love you deeply, Ms. Kalu. Regent Secondary School, you've done so much for me. You've done more than just educate me. You've built me. You gave me a solid foundation for the future. You gave me brothers and sisters I'll fight for any day. Everybody wants to come to Regent, but we didn't just come to Regent, we conquered it. We didn't just wear uniform, we made it look good. This school didn't just shape us, it raised leaders. And I'm proud to say I was one of them. Being a student of this school, a school that is leveled outstanding, that's not for the weak. It's not for the average. It's for those built different. And we are built different. And we prove that every single day. So from today, No more walking through the corridors. No more running from Mr. Akinola. No more 46. No more sports days. No more assemblies with Ms. Kalu. And you know what pains me the most? That Jollof Wednesday. To my parents, my dad, the man I want to be. I look up to you, not just because you're my father, but because you always do things the right way. No matter how much you have on your plate, you still show up, you always answer my calls, and never make you feel like you're too busy. Through my toughest times in school, you were my constant support. You never stopped believing in me. Always reminding me that I could do it. My favorite compliment is when people say I do things just like you. Because it means I'm doing something right. And I can never thank you enough, but I'll keep doing my best to make you proud. And even though I don't say it enough, in front of everyone, I want to say that I love you so much. To my mom, mommy, you are the most precious thing in my life. You're the reason why I want to be better, the reason why I want to become something incredible. You know my times in school, you sat through long, heart-racing meetings, not once, not twice, but countless times. You didn't deserve any of that. You stood by me with strength, love. All I ever wanted to do was to make you proud. I want to look at you, I want you to look at me, and feel like that every sacrifice you made was worth it. I want to build a life so strong, so beautiful, that reflects everything you poured into me. I don't take your sacrifice for granted. No one single bit. Everything I achieve, every step I take forward is because of you. You are my greatest blessing. I will spend the rest of my life showing you how much I appreciate you and how deeply I love you. So to the 2025 set, Ms. Kalu's baby, with hardship comes ease, as it said in the Quran. And I believe this is our ease. For those who felt like they wouldn't make it today, you are finally here. Today, you'll be loved, appreciated, admired. Today, you are the main characters. Right now, all of you, you have a choice to stay the same or become more. Every person who changed the world has been in this moment we're experiencing. At the edge of fair possibility, the truth is nobody is handing out greatness. Nobody's handing out greatness. No one is giving away success. It's all on us to wake up and choose it. Some days will be hard. Some days you will fail. Some days you will wonder if it's even worth it. But remember, you always win when you truly believe. You all have been an amazing set. And I swear I will choose you, each and every one of you, over and over again. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the memories, the laughter, and the journey we shared. I am Hamza Bombaro, and God did. Thank you.
Thank you, Hamza, for that very moving speech. It's important to note that we're going to need some tissue to dry out a lot of the tears on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that in my time here, without missing what I think, Hamza has been the best footballer this school has produced. We'll now have a choral rendition of the song Glorious by David Achuleta. It will be performed by a school choir. They'll be led by two soloists, and they're also graduates. we have Ihoma Munachim and Olufukayo Amos. Please put your hands together as we welcome the school choir.
You'll find that there is a purpose that's been there within you all along.
And when you hear it, you can almost hear it.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening. Ooh, soon you start. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Ooh, each one of us. Oh, it's glorious.
So let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up to the songs that are in their hearts.
It's so amazing. We're all created.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening. Soon you start. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Oh, it's glorious. Glorious, glorious, as you feel we must be. You will see.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening. Pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part.
Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us. Oh, it's glorious.
I'd like to thank our school choir for that beautiful rendition. We'll now present awards to students who have distinguished themselves in different areas of school life. The first award is the Avid Reader Award. The Avid Reader Award is for the student who read the highest number of books from the school library. I'm honored to invite Mrs. Ajala, the Assistant Vice Principal, School Improvement, to present this award. The winner of this year's Avid Reader Award has read a total of 78 books from the school library during her stay at the Regent Secondary School and has been the Reader of the Week 9 times. Please put your hands together for Olufukayo Amos. The second award is the K.H. Ogoro Chemistry Prize. The K.H. Ogoro Prize is for the student who cumulatively had the highest score in chemistry from year 10 to 11. This award was the idea of the late Brigadier General K.H. Oboro. Unfortunately, General Oboro passed on before his plans came to fruition. We pray that God grants his soul eternal rest. His family has continued with this award. I would now like to invite the Registrar of the Regent Secondary School, Mr. Odiase, to present this award. Please note that this award comes with a cash prize of 100,000 naira. The recipient of this year's K.H. Oboro Chemistry Prize is Hawa Zahira Ibrahim. Thank you, Mr. Diase. The next award is the Oweli Gilbert Chikelu Award. This award is perhaps one of the most prestigious awards at the Regent Secondary School. The award is presented to the graduating student who has been of outstanding service in all aspects of school life. This award started 13 years ago with a cash prize of 100,000 naira, but was increased 4 years ago to 500,000 naira. I would now like to invite our proprietress, Mrs. Amsa Abdulrazak, to present this award. The recipient of the Oweli Gilbert Chikelu Award is Chuka Mogalu. Congratulations, Chuka. Thank you very much, Mrs. Abdulrazak. This year's guest speaker's address will be delivered by one of our parents who has been on this journey with us at the Regent Secondary School for 5 years. I would like to invite our guest speaker, Dr. Dahiru Mohammed, to deliver his address.
Good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, supportive families present, and most importantly, the radiant class of 2025. Congratulations. Here today, in the heart of Abuja, under the banner of the Regent Secondary School, the first and only secondary school in Nigeria and West Africa to achieve an outstanding rating across all 9 categories of the British Schools Overseas Penta Award. We gather to celebrate you. I call you the graduates, the trailblazers, the future shapers of the world. I am beyond proud today to see my daughter, Khadija, shining brightly in this remarkable class. And in the audience, my heart swells, seeing my daughter Nadine, a current student here in the secondary school, and also my son Fudel from the Regent Primary School, watching how we have inspired them and the whole legacy you are bringing to the school. Thank you very much, class of 2025. Let me take you back a moment. When you first walked through these gates, you were young dreamers, brimming with potentials, but perhaps unsure of the path ahead. You faced challenges, rigorous IGCSE exams, late-night study sessions, and the weight of expectations. Yet, look at you now. You are not just graduates, you are champions of excellence, forged in the fires of discipline, respect, and resourcefulness. Class of 2025, you are graduating from a school that doesn't just teach lessons, it transforms lives. You learn to think critically, you embrace diversity, and you lead with integrity. You've danced cultural festivals, debated in this same hall, and maybe even scored a goal or two in the field, like the assistant head boy. But you have grown into individuals who don't just fit into the world, but who are destined to change the world. Now, as you step into the unknown, let me share a truth. The world needs you. It needs your boldness, your creativity, and your heart. Whether you are heading to universities or colleges here in Nigeria, UK, or beyond, you carry the torch of the Regent's legacy. You are the first generation of graduates from a BSO Outstanding Accredited School in West Africa. And I mean it, it is not just a title. It is a mandate. Mandate to dream big, but to act bigger. So here is my challenge to you. When you go out there, build bridges, not walls. The world will try to limit you, to box you in, to tell you what is possible. Don't listen. You've already shattered ceilings, huh? So go out there, build bridges, cure diseases, write stories, head corporate organizations, lead nations. Be the architect of the future that reflects the best of who you are. And when the road gets tough, believe you me, it will. Remember this moment. Remember the teachers here who believed in you. Remember your parents who sacrificed for you. Remember your friends who laughed and cried with you. Remember that you are Regent graduates, forging the path for the younger ones to come. That means you are what? Unstoppable. To the staff, I want to thank you for molding these brilliant young minds. To the parents, I want to also thank you for entrusting your treasures into this remarkable institution. And to the leadership and board, led by no other than Mrs. A, I want to thank you for the vision, for making Regent a global standard bearer. And to you, the class of 2025, thank you for inspiring us all. As you leave this stage today, hold your heads high. You are not just graduates, you are pioneers, carrying the pride of Africa, the spirit of Nigeria, and the promise of a better tomorrow. Go out there, make us proud. The world is waiting for you, but I know it is not ready for what you are about to do. Congratulations. Before I take my seat, I would want to use this opportunity to recognize the Minister of Science and Tech, who though is not a parent here, but hearing that we have achieved, we have attended the BSO award, decided to come and witness this occasion. So, Chief Uche Energy, thank you for coming. I'm sure you can now see why I'm bragging about Regent all the time. So thank you everyone. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dahiru Mohammed. I now have the honor to invite the principal of the Regent Secondary School, Mr. Philip Reynolds, to deliver the graduation address and the declaration of graduate status to the graduating class of 2025. Mr. Reynolds, please.
Good evening, parents, members of the board, teachers, and most importantly, Year 11 students. My speech is probably, in many ways, the least important because I've only been here a short time, a year. And I think it's there I want to start with how you, as a group of students, have struck me. When I arrived here and first saw you in September, I was struck by the warm welcome you gave me. You embraced me, helped me understand the Regent values, and many of you have continued to support me and have chats with me about a variety of things, from football, most of you support the wrong teams, to your academics, and to many other things. As a group of students, you exemplify what a high-performing British overseas school should be. It is, in that case, no wonder that your commitment to excellence, tempered by kindness, humanity, and empathy, led our recent BSO inspection. Your journey at Regent Secondary began during the COVID pandemic. The world grappled with something it didn't understand, had never come across. Online lessons gave way to a confidence and a resilience that I think taught you, dare I say, forced you to learn determination and defined your journey to your future success. Over the past 5 years, your journey through this school, through the range of subjects, as far as I can see, as a Johnny come lately, is being measured by discipline and steady progress. Having confidently completed Year 11, I hope you will join us next year at the Regent College and continue your studies there. Regardless, though, of where you go and what you do, where you study, I am sure that all of you will have a great deal of future success. Beyond academics, you've left an indelible mark on the school community. You have, as we've heard, and this is the problem coming last, an awful lot of what you say in your speech has been said by everyone else. But you have, and I'm going to reiterate it because it's very important, distinguished Regent and yourselves in sports, music, drama, academics, and many other events. Through student leadership roles, you've modelled integrity and teamwork. I don't get bored with saying this. You played an integral role in the BSO inspection through your conduct, your school engagement, and you helped us secure that 9 outstanding categories. An accolade few in the world have achieved, and one that cements Regent's secondary school reputation not just in West Africa, but around the world. So, as you move forward in life, carry forward all the things you've learned here. The curiosity that fueled your questions in class. The resilience you showed in adversity, first with COVID and later on with all the challenges people face as teenagers. And the kindness you offered one another and that you showed me a year ago. Continue to embrace challenges in the future. Challenge is great. It's great to be challenged. Sometimes it's great to feel pressure. You're not just graduates, but you're ambassadors of Regent's values, and you are proof that a supportive community can amplify every individual's potential. I heard in many of your speeches about the bonds you keep close. They will guide you through your next set of studies and far beyond. As the doctor said, the world needs you. You need to make sure you are the best you can be for the future. On behalf of the school body, on the board, and the entire Regent community, I congratulate you, class of 2025. May your next chapter be even more extraordinary, the one which will be closing today. Thank you very much. By the authority of the board of the Regent Secondary School, I hereby declare that you have successfully met all criteria for completing your secondary education at the Regent Secondary School. You now have all the privileges, rights and responsibilities as a graduate of the Regent Secondary School. Well done.
Thank you very much. Please have a seat, graduates. We have now arrived at the most important part of this ceremony, the presentation of graduation certificates and pictures with the proprietress and the principal. I would like to invite the head of year, Mrs. Kalu, to present certificates to the graduates, and the proprietress, Mrs. Abdulrazak, and the principal, Mr. Reynolds, to take photographs with each graduate. We'll start with the head boy and the deputy captain, Congo House, Chuka Mogali. The head girl and captain, Congo House, Aisha Kiri Ahmed. The deputy head boy, captain, Senegal House, captain, football team, Hamza Bambari. The deputy head girl and head boarding prefect, Aisha Abdusalam. The next student, Aliyah Uja Abdul Hamid. Amina Mukhtar Abdullahi. Halima Ikram Abdullahi. The dining prefect, Olamide Abimbola. The Year 8 Prefect and 5th Prefect for Muslim students, Azidin Abiola. The Deputy Captain, Danfodio Hostel, Ofitu Adobe. The Charity Prefect and Captain, Oduduwa Hostel, Queen Abigail Adefibe. The 5th Prefect, Christians, and Captain Obi Hostel, Agabi Oshen, Kano Agabi. The Year 11 Student Council Rep, Aliu Baba Ahmed. The next student, Precious Akonji. The Captain, Volta House, Fazila Akesode. The next student, Toluwanimi Akiwale. Imran Alpha. Mustafa Babagana Al-Kali. Obomate Amakri. Fatima Zara Danserari Aminu. Olufikayo Amos. Adora and Yamine. Amagan Atta. Sadiq Mohammed. Fadima Zara Bangari. Mariam Bashir Gwandu. Maxim Baza. NEA Bazwaye. The dining prefect, Hafsa Bello Mohammed. The Vice President, Boarding Student Council, Mohammed Buhari Yaradua. The next student on the list, Izuoma Chigoziri. Ariana Christopher. The Health and Safety Prefect and also Deputy Captain, Elkanemi Hostel, Ngozi Ada Jessica Chukwueke. The next student, Khadija Mohammed Dahiru. The Sports Prefect, El Elion Danjuma Etu. The next student, Sunusi Abba Dankata. Next on the list, Abdurrahman Diko Dasuki. Abba Faham Dauda. Leila Dongoyaro. The Deputy Captain, Senegal House. Deputy Captain, Oduduwa Hostel, Mona Chiso, Dozier. Next on the list, Bogie Egba. Omovie Egba. Daniela Enamoto. Lotana Ene. The co-curricular prefect, Moses Goje. Mone Suishe Gwanzura. The Year 9 prefect, Ehizoge Ibie. The next on the list, Hawa Zahira Ibrahim. Rukayat Ibrahim Abu. Josiah Idoko. Captain Elkanemi Hostel, Hawa Maman Idris. Fatima Zara Idris Kutigi. The Year 7 prefect and captain, Danfodio Hostel, Ismail Amau. The next student on the list, Christian Iweze. Zainab Kabir Naala. The 11th prefect, Khadija Yahuza Kasim. The next on the list is Leon Lakwa. Tadiwanashe Maduri. Mariam Abdulmalik Mahdi. The next on the list is Bilkis Maitama. The Year 10 prefect, Mofolorisho Bilal Majiago. The next on the list is Abdullahi Mangal. Adam Amadou Muazu. Mustafa Nuruddin Mohammed. Amina Mukhtar. Ihuoma Munachim. Mohammed Akil Musa. Mohammed Musa Yusuf. Aisha Mustafa Junaidu. Khadija Kabir Naala. The President, Boarding Student Council, Nabil Al Hassan Nasiru. The Protocol and Eco Prefect and also Oduduwa Council Representative, Chidalu Paul Mwafo. The next on the list, Brian Obi. Joy Obina Otu. Ifeoluwa Kiton Ogunlowo. Ifeoluwa is Mrs. Ogunlowo's daughter. The next on the list, Robert Okonski. Moshope Folua Kolapo. Chizara Okpara. Shevon Oseza. The charity prefect, Iwara Osim. Next on the list, Yenny Payne. Emmanuel Peters. The dining prefect, Halimatu Pinda. Next on the list is Fatima Rabiu. Rukaya Rabiu. Zaid Ramathula. Lamisa Rachmanova. Fatima Ramadan. Sven Raslov. Nabila Abubakar Saad. Rahanatu Seidu. Shamsuna Salihu. Asmao Amadou Sule. Zafira Sule. Captain Benue House, Imam Kwari Suleiman. Deputy Captain, Obi Hostel, Imran Kwari Suleiman. Next on the list is Kadi Sweden. Oluwadara Tifashe. Olubumi Oluwapelumi Tunji Ojo. Peace Ugochukwu Odo. Alamin Uma. Mariam Uma. Yakia Nuruddin Umar. The Vice President of the Student Council, Mohammed Garba Alaji Hussein. Next on the list is Omosive Uwaifo. Lotana Uzu Okagwe. Next on the list is Michelle Woody. Grace Waibanigo. Hassan Yakubu Yunusa. The last name on the list, and to wrap up the session, is the President, Student Council, Deputy Captain, Volta House, Aliu Zana. Thank you very much, Mrs. Abdulrazak and Mr. Reynolds. Congratulations once again to the graduating class of 2025. Thank you very much, Mrs. Kalu. I would now like to invite Mr. Olusegun Akin, the Vice Principal Academic, to introduce our most prestigious academic awards for the 2025 academic year. Mr. Akin, please.
We're just about creeping into midday, so I say good afternoon to all dignitaries, parents, the Regent school family, and I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the graduated class of 2025 Regent Secondary School. The Regent Secondary School definitely prides itself as being able to deliver a holistic form of education. However, we're also unashamedly positioned as a citadel of excellence in academics. The next set of awards are another opportunity to leave a legacy in the Regent Secondary School. The names that will be called in a few minutes' time will be names that will be etched in the academic history books of the Regent Secondary School. Both awards are for academic excellence measured throughout the student's entire stay at Regent. So some of us in marathons start off with huge bursts of energy, and sometimes we ebb towards the end. Some of us keep a steady pace throughout the entire race. And some start very slowly but burn brightly at the end. We have already celebrated achievements in academics. The awards for subjects placing as well as effort was measured solely on marks. However, this is about your entire stay. The Proxime Assessing Award is for the runner-up who has shown a track record of outstanding performance for a minimum of 4 years in the Regent Secondary School. To give the award for the Proxime Assessate, I'll call up our principal, Mr. Philip Reynolds. This year's awardee for Proxime Assessate for the class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for Khadija Yahuza Kassim. Another round of applause for her, deservedly so. Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Now the Dux is the overall most outstanding academic performance for the entire stay at the Regent Secondary School. Several times they've been here on this stage for awards, for our accolades assembly, for personal awards in classrooms, competitions. However, this is it. They've managed to top the group. To give the award, I welcome our proprietress, Mrs. Abdul Razak. And ladies and gentlemen, Dux, Regent Secondary School, 2025. Please give her the ovation she deserves. Chidalupo Uwafo.
Parents, to those of you who always doubt our ability in boarding, I would like to point out again that Chidalu Paul Wafa was the boarder from her first day in this school until graduation. A round of applause again, please. During this ceremony, this is the only speaker I introduce as former, because she's now a graduate of the Regent Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the former deputy head girl of the Regent Secondary School, Aisha Abdusalam, to be given by the Dr. Prince.
Death is very likely the single best invention of life. It is life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. These were the words of Steve Jobs, arguably one of the best innovators and entrepreneurs of the 21st century. But they are not just words, they are a reminder that life is short, fragile, and unpredictable, and that fear is a luxury that we simply cannot afford. And while I apologize for starting off on such a heavy note, if only you knew what it took for some of us to sit in these chairs today. Less than 2 hours ago, I was in the hospital. Just last night, I wondered if I would even be giving this speech today. I was born with a body that felt like it was working against me, an illness that predetermined my life expectancy to the age of 6 and set me up for the expectation of failure. I'd like to point out that I'm 16 now, and not only did I not fail, I was amazing. I'm walking out of this school today. I'm walking out of this school today with 10 badges on my blazer, 9 accolades awards, and 7 awards out of the 9 subjects I do. So when I tell you that you can do it, you can. From a very young age, I learned how to keep going even when it hurts. But the point I'm trying to make is, while some of us survived illness, others survived grief, anxiety, self-doubt, failure, and some survived all of them at once. Not everyone's struggle made it into their report card. Not every tear was seen. Not every battle was public. But every single one of us, every student seated here today fought for this moment. And not only did we survive, but we won. And though I would definitely love to take all the credits for making it across the stage today, I know for sure there is no way any of us could have made it here on our own. So on behalf of the entire class of 2025, I would like to say thank you to the entire Regent family. Thank you to the people who showed up to school every single day to teach children that simply did not want to be taught. Incredible men and women like Mr. Akin, who explained some topics to me 3 times over the course of 4 days, and still did so again the following week when I forgot it. Mr. Onoikoya, who could make us laugh in every single class, no matter how bad of a mood we were in. Mr. Ian, who printed hundreds of worksheets, even when we did barely any of them. Mr. Gullo, who refused to give up on us, even when we gave up on ourselves. People like this show up to school every day. Teachers like Ms. Fasasi, everybody that helped us to become who we are today. So I would like to say thank you to the teachers who continued to care, even when we showed up to class half asleep or with a bad attitude. Thank you to our form tutors. Thank you to our form tutors who have stuck with us through it all. Thank you to the SLT and SMT for ensuring that we had a safe and consistent learning environment over the years. Thank you to the support staff and kitchen staff who worked tirelessly behind the scenes, dealing with never-ending complaints, often without recognition. They are truly the unsung heroes of the school. Thank you to the boarding family that gave me an unforgettable 5 years, a perfect blend of fun and chaos. To my incredible house parents, Ms. B, Nozukonko, and Nurse Messi, for being our pillars of strength, warmth, and discipline. You made boarding feel like home, and your presence played a major part in the person I am today. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. A for giving us a platform to grow into the incredible people that are seated here. I'd like to say thank you to my many, many siblings for showing me what excellence was like. From a young age, I remember all I wanted to be was a leader like Fatima Abdusalam, the head girl of the school. To be as smart as Amna, as hardworking as Mohammed, and as funny as Ibrahim. They showed me what it was like to go through this world and come out with a smile on your face. Thank you to all the parents seated here today. Your support, encouragement, and your money meant a lot to us. To my mommy and daddy, my mom and dad, my best friends, not because they have a choice, but because there are truly no words big enough to thank you for everything you've done for me. From the very beginning, you've been my strength, my comfort, and my biggest cheerleaders, who showed me that anything you put your mind to is possible. You never let me give up, especially when things were hard. You believed in me even before I knew how to believe in myself. Every sacrifice you made, every prayer you said, every word of encouragement you gave me, it all brought me to this moment. Now, for this very, very special thank you, I would like the class of 2025 to give a standing ovation to the woman who has been here with us from the very first day and has stuck with us through these turbulent 1,784 days. Please, may I have a round of applause for our wonderful head of year, Mrs. Kali. Mrs. Kalu put us before herself and would come to school, come rain, come shine, in sickness and in health, to support us, to clap for us, to be our biggest cheerleader, even when we did something wrong. She was always there to correct us, but never in a way that would make us feel bad, but in a way that her support shined through. Lastly, I would like to thank the the people seated in front of me today, the class of 2025, a unique mix of individuals who never cease to amaze me, the kind souls who have shaped me into the person I am today. It is often said that your time in secondary school is meant to be some of the best years of your life, and standing here today, I don't doubt that even for a second. From the very first day on the 7th of September 2020, even though we only knew each other through screens during the uncertainty of the pandemic, it was the start of a journey no one was quite prepared for. Einstein said time is subjective. I believe that we don't live our lives in seconds, but rather in memories. You do not remember every second of your life, but there are certain moments that are etched into your brain, and in these past 5 years, I've made the type of memories that never fade. While we all prayed for this day to finally arrive and impatiently counted down the moments, now I wouldn't really mind rewinding the clock a bit. And for me, that's because there's something special about the kind of friends you make in school. The ones you sit next to in class, complain about homework with, and laugh over the most random things with. The ones who stuck with you through the boring lessons, chaotic group projects, and last-minute revision sessions. We hyped each other up before big events, covered for each other when someone was late, and slept off together in never-ending lessons. These are the type of friends I have. Friends like Aliyah, Halima, Shebon, Imam, Chuka, Hamza, MU, Agabi, Muhammad, Ali, Zenna, Zafira, Hawa, and Zainab. We didn't need to say it out loud, we just understood each other. We weren't perfect, but we were real, and somewhere between classroom jokes and pranks, we became more than just classmates, we became a part of each other's lives. To Chilalu, Queen, Muna, Mariam, Zahira, and Fadima, the Odudwa girls. We didn't just live together, we grew up together. From after dinner prep to late line laughter in the hostel, we became a support system, a wild, brilliant, loving bunch of people who refused to let each other fall behind. You've taught me what resilience looks like, what kindness sounds like, and what it means to show up for one another. Some friends are more like family, and some family could never be as loyal as you. Now, to my very best friend in the whole world, Aisha Kiri Ahmed. I have a lot of siblings, but you're the sister that I got to choose. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. From the moment we became friends, I found it hard to believe that anyone could match my energy so perfectly. You weren't just someone to sit with or talk with during breaks. You became someone I could trust with anything, whether we were laughing over the dumbest things, comforting each other through rough days, or just being there in silence. You were always real, always kind, and always there. To the class of 2025, we have only ever known the comforts of the big blue gates, a world which is like riding a bike with the training wheels still on. But the real world is a different place, a mysterious environment that we can never even begin to comprehend. We have unending trials of foundation, A-levels, and even university for some of us waiting ahead. And while we put on brave faces and pretend not to be terrified, on the inside we are all a little frightened of what awaits us on the other side. But that's okay. I won't lie to you and pretend it's going to be easy, but if there's any group of people who are capable of braving the storm, it is the people seated in front of me today. This smart, artistic, rowdy group of boys and girls who overcame every obstacle that was hurled at them, from online school in year 7 to finishing our IGCSEs. So to my wonderful year mates, I'll end where I began, with the words of Steve Jobs. Death is very likely the single best invention of life. It is life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Remember that at this very moment you are the new. And that does not last forever. So dream big. Just live your life for yourself, because our time is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Oscar Wilde once said, to live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. So I beg you to live, to really live, to take as many risks and make as many mistakes as possible, because there is nothing worse than living with the what ifs. After we leave this hall today, I want you all to think to yourself, if this were my last day on this planet, would I have done everything I would have wanted to do? If the answer is no, then what are you waiting for? And if you ever doubt your abilities, remember that I am 16 years old, which may not seem like much, but it's something to me. So for the last time, my name is Aisha Abdul Salam, and it was an honor to serve as your deputy head girl. This is the class of 2025 signing out. So now I would like to invite onto the stage our Year 11 prefect, Khadija Kasim, to talk about our Levers project.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we celebrate the end of our journey here at Regent, I feel honored to speak on behalf of Year 11. Graduation is not just about leaving, it's also about giving back. As the year grew, we wanted to leave behind something that reflects friendships, laughter, and memories we've shared. That's why we are donating 3 million to buy benches for the school along with a canopy. These benches aren't just somewhere to sit. They're a place for future students to talk, connect, and build friendships just like we have. It's our way of saying thank you to this school, not just for the education, but the community, care, and moments you have given us. So, a huge thank you to all the parents who contributed. We hope that every time someone takes a seat on one of these benches, they'll feel some of the kindness and connection we tried to leave behind. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the class of 2025 for your donation. We'd like to say thank you to all those who have made this event a huge success. To all the teachers, to the pastoral staff, admin, everyone, thank you very much. And to our parents for attending this event, we'd like to say thank you. This now brings us to the end of this ceremony. As a sign of respect to their accomplishments as graduates of the Regent Secondary School, can we please rise as we bid farewell to the class of 2025.
I love the school. I enjoy my time in school. I love everyone that I've met, everyone who has helped me. I really appreciate it because this is probably going to be one of the best times of my life, and I appreciate every single person who has helped me. Yes, I've had lots of achievements regarding sports, and obviously I'm planning on taking it further. So the college I'm going to has like an opportunity for me to go make it professional. So by the grace of God, with all the achievements I have, I can use that to get into a better place and then actually get more awards and more achievements in sports.
So in terms of my academics, Regent has helped me to become a stable learner, an active learner actually, that's the word. And in co-curricular, Regent provides one of the best co-curricular programs, and I've been able to strive in things like music, drama. I've been to school production, you may know me, Oliver with a twist. I've also done, I had the passion for fashion design, I still do. And then there's one more thing, I was in AV Underground. So even cooking, yeah, I learned to cook in Regent. Continue to be the good person you are. Don't shake and change who you are for anybody. You are the best person and you built yourself to be one of the best people. And for my colleagues, continue to be relentless, continue to strive, continue to put your hard work. You guys we're going to come out on top. I know that for sure. And for my juniors, continue to put in your effort. You have the largest amount of time to be the best you can. If you have anything you're aiming for on graduation day, make sure to start putting in your efforts now.
So like in boarding, normally I was a shy person, but then when I got to boarding, I've always wanted to pursue music, but when I got to boarding, I had my friends push me out and then I performed in the fun fair due to being in boarding. I feel like if I was a day student, I wouldn't have, had the confidence to climb on stage, but due to my friends being at my back and people encouraging me, I feel like, yeah, average student. I was an average student before I came to boarding. But when I was in boarding, I took my academics more seriously. There were study sessions, and when you see your friends studying, it will motivate you to study too. So it really helped my academics and I improved a lot.